In the wee hours of the morning, the crew breaking down here. We're going to follow suit, get back to Columbia, pack our bags, because we are off to Dallas for the Final Four.
Chaz Frazier live downtown Dallas. Chaz, just a few hours away from tip-off. What's the vibe been like there?
Hey, I appreciate that love, Mike. And yeah, the vibe is starting to pick up here as Virginia Tech and LSU will play first. So the fans, they're coming in. And I tell you what, USC just 2 wins away from going back-to-back as national champs. But tonight, Iowa looking to spoil their Cinderella run with their logo 3 making guard, Caitlin Clark. You heard of her, right?
Earlier this year, Zia Cook had a stretch where she had a few 20-plus point games. After the game, she said she stayed down, she stayed focused, she waited her turn. One of her turns was tonight. She had a game-high 24 points. What's it been like to see her maturation over the years?
Watching this game from the sideline, it was like I was experiencing deja vu. I saw this movie before in the regular season, a back-and-forth first half, followed by the Gamecocks pulling away in the second and the third. And it's not like USC needed to prove that they were battle-tested, but they did yet again. But this time, they're headed to the Final Four intact, unblemished, with a perfect record.
I saw you go up there. I think it speaks to the selflessness of this whole team. Although you won the award, you gave a shout out to Bree Bill. Why was that important for you to do?
The Gamecocks and Bruins matched up in the regular season. Awesome game, by the way. It was USC who won that contest by 9 points. Don Staley, after the game, telling UCLA's head coach, hey, we're going to meet again. That full circle moment right here before our eyes as those 2 programs are set to match up tomorrow.
Oh, get this. 2 of the biggest stars on the biggest stage looking to will their teams to Sunday's national championship game on this court behind me tonight. All eyes in the stands will be fixated on Aaliyah Boston and Caitlin Clark.
The big story was last year's loss to Kentucky. They flipped some type of switch because since then you haven't lost. You won the national championship, and then we stand here today, you get your 7th. What was that switch that they flipped?
All season long, defense, depth, and rebounding have been South Carolina calling cards, but it's the defense in particular that's going to be on the clock tonight because Maryland has not one but 2 players that could fill it up and cause a lot of stress to your defense. But it's Diamond Miller in particular that has USC's eye.
And this game can very well be called the game of the Brees. Both Bree Hall and Bree Bill adding 10 points apiece. After the game in the locker room, the players telling me anytime the Brees are clicking on one accord, well, good things are bound to happen.
Well, hey there, welcome to the Sports. Chaz Frazier on the road with the Gamecocks in Dallas, where they are off to a great start already. Last night, Don Staley winning her 2nd straight Naismith Coach of the Year honor, her 3rd in the last 4 years. Aaliyah Boston, well, she went back-to-back as well, winning a consecutive Defensive Player of the Year.
And the dream died right here in Dallas for South Carolina. It had been 389 days since the Gamecocks last lost. We're talking 42 consecutive wins. Well, it was Iowa, led by Caitlin Clark, who spoiled USC's Cinderella story just short, pulling away with a 4-point thrilling victory. And I'm Chaz Frazier signing off one more time on the road with the Gamecocks from Dallas, ABC Columbia Sports.